Praise God. Hallelujah. My name is Mrs. Apostle Joseph Kavai or Trixie Adala, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And I just thought that we've been doing a lot on our YouTube, and part of the things that we are really exploiting is the aspect of spiritual things and things that even as Christians we should be able to handle. And I think I posted on how to deal with a spirit spouse, and I've seen good reactions. And part of the things that I also spoke about on life is spiritual, and as we already know that life is spiritual. And today I just want to expound more, because there are many people that have tried to speak or reach out and just want to know what does this whole aspect of spirit spouse, what does it entail. And I just wanted to expound more, and today I wanted to talk more of how you identify that you have a spirit spouse. So of course one of the things is that a spirit spouse is understood as a demonic covenant or a spiritual influence that seeks to hinder a person's relationship, marriage, and destiny, and even spiritual growth. And this emphasizes that discernment should be based on spiritual evidence and prayer and biblical truth rather than fear. So if you identify, and I'm going to show you in a few some of the signs that you look out for you to know that you have a spiritual. Most people that struggle in relationship, and as you heard, I spoke about it in the KG show and also in Life is Spiritual, and I spoke about this aspect, and I say that most of the time for you to identify that you have a spirit spouse, you will really find yourself struggling in relationships, you will struggle in marriage, and a lot you will really struggle with. Some of these things come as a result of initiations that were made in your life, maybe when you are young, family cycles and patterns where people don't get married and all those kinds of things. But there must be an introduction of this kind of spouses in our lives. So if you are betrothed to somebody in an evil altar, and you are taken in an evil altar, you will find out that through that you will find yourself struggling with this kind. So some signs often mentioned sometimes some of the signs that we look at are, for example, number one is repeated sexual dreams. Frequent dreaming of having sexual relations with an unknown person. You know, sometimes you wake up and you find there is somebody unknown that keeps on coming and repeatedly having intercourse with you, or all manner of things, maybe kissing you and all those kinds of things in your dreams involving marriage ceremonies, rings, or intimacy with spiritual beings. So you are initiated, you have this spirit, this whole setting that you find yourself that you are wedding, and you cannot even know who am I even wedding with. And then you will also find that you are checking out, you're seeing your physical life, it does not reflect what you're seeing in the dream. There are many times that these kinds of things will show you or make you identify that you have a spirit spouse, somebody that you have been betrothed with. Part of the things that I was experiencing when I was experiencing relationships that are breaking over and over again is that I kept on seeing these kind of things in my dream. I remember speaking about it even in the KG show and Life is Spiritual, that one of the things that I was seeing in my life was seeing myself getting married, and yet I'm very young, I'm a teenager or even at my 20s. But one of the things that was recurrent was even seeing this kind of sexual dreams and seeing people in your dream that you don't identify with. And sometimes we take it for granted, yet the thing is that it is something that you should really look out for. Number two, difficulty in relationships and even marriage itself. So when you, and I'll separate the two, because one of the ways is that you'll find yourself that you find difficulty in relationship. So repeated broken engagements, relationship, and that is also part of the things that I really experienced, that I was really disappointed in many relationships, and And at a point, I really ask myself a lot of questions. So it's important for you to know that when you see difficulty in relationships, like you are not relating, in fact, some of the spirit husbands will not even allow you to relate, even for people to approach you. You'll find there are people who have told me, I don't even have somebody to approach me. I've never been approached by a man. That means that that spirit husband is heavier. Some will allow you to relate, but never, the relationship will never end up to go anywhere. So you'll just be moving around circle as a young girl or a young man. You'll find that you are just getting frequent disappointments from the people you are dating. So the moment you're dating and these things are happening, that should also be an indicator. If you see that it is too much, you need to begin to pray and detach yourself from maybe any evil covenants that you are tied to, that is making you not to prevail in relationship. And of course, if you are not prevailing in relationship, you cannot prevail in marriage. And some people also get married. When the spirit husband comes and allows you to get married, one of the things that you will notice is that you will not be able to, you will not really be able to do a lot in your marriage. You will find maybe you are childless, you will find maybe you are struggling financially, and the essence of the spirit husband is to make sure that you are separating. Hallelujah. So it to make sure that the two of you separate, because he does not want one of you to do what, to get married. So it's not just about the lady, it can also be a man having a spiritual spouse. And if a man has a spiritual spouse, the physical spouse will definitely also be struggling as a result from one thing or the other. Then another thing that you also check out for is unusual hatred or conflict in relationship, where you just find that people hate you, people are doing to you things that does not just augur well with you. You will know that there is something that is not right that you need to work on, and you will know that this is not usual. So when you pick this and it's a pattern, it is continuous, then it means that something is wrong somewhere. You need to wake up and begin to pray, begin to break the evil covenant, begin to break the family cycles of disappointment in relationship, of conflicts. All the time you try to create relations, there's always a conflict, some conflict that comes that does not make sense. That will tell you that something is wrong behind the curtains, and I need to wake up in the spirit realm. Then feelings of spiritual oppression, that's also another thing. You feel like you're spiritually, like strong spiritual attacks, especially during prayer or fasting. You find you are really attacked, like somebody is strangling you. I remember when I was about to get married, and my husband now had made his intention known to my family and myself that he wants to marry me. He was being strangled at night, because those are, and me myself, I was also seeing these kinds of things, and it means that the spirit spouse was so angry that he wanted to kill one of us so that the marriage should not happen. So that is also part of the things you will realize. You will find you are really oppressed in your dreams. When you sleep, somebody is beating you, somebody is doing all manner of things, sexual things to you. You are oppressed in all corners, and that means that it's an indication that you need to begin to rise up and to pray. Reoccurring dreams of a particular person also. I remember one of the things that I was seeing in my dreams was not only unknown, but even somebody that you know that recurs and somehow sexually assaults you or does whatever they do to you. That is also something that you need to check. Praise the name of the Lord. That is also something that you need to check. You need to check also. It's very important. Praise the name of the Lord.
Praise the name of the Lord. So if you are seeing recurrent dreams of a particular person, is something you need to look out for. And as I already said, one of the things that I actually identified was dreamed of a recurrent person. And when my husband proposed to me, there is something that happened that made me know that this was my husband. This time round, when this person came, the person that kept on coming, came to my dream, my husband came in that dream and told him, from today you shall never touch her. And that is how I got liberated. From that day now, our wedding plans and our marriage plans went very well. So also when you see a recurrent person doing something to you on the dream, it's something you need to watch out for. It's something you need to check out for, because it might not like really be something you think, or you might think that, oh, maybe God is telling you that is your spouse. No, it could be the devil using that person. So it will be time for you to wake up and begin to pray. Praise the name of the Lord. And then patterns of failure around marriage plans, or even marriage itself. You continuously see failure. Something is wrong. Your spirit spouse is speaking. Because spirit spouses are very aggressive, they will not want your marriage. If you manage to get married eventually, they will make sure that they frustrate you. Some will hold your womb, some will bring financial frustration until you leave each other, some will do all manner of things to you, even losses like miscarriages and whatever. So you need to, if you identify that you are facing these kinds of things, it is important for you to have a prayerful life and have, and be alert. You see recurrent dreams of a particular person, you see sexual assault in your dream, you see feelings of spiritual oppression, you see unusual hatred or conflict in relationship most of the time, just know that these are indicators that you have a spiritual spouse and you need to begin to work on it before it gets you to a place where you can never get married or enjoy even the fruit of any marriage. So I want to remind you that these are some of the things that you need to look out for. So if you see these things, you begin to pray and you begin to detach yourself from such kind of things. So I wanted today just to briefly just bring that to your attention due to the fact that many people have asked me, how should I identify this? But if you want to know how to deal with the spirit spouse, the two videos that are on our YouTube channel, the Joseph's Favored Family, will help you to know how to fight. I'm also going to record differently on how to fight the spirit husband by putting them point by point so that you are able to know how should I fight it. Also, when you go to Facebook, I have put prayers on the Lionesses Prayer Camp group, where you will also see prayer points on how to separate yourself from spirit husband. I hope that this has blessed somebody, and stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will be able to get most of the things that we are going to upload there on spiritual aspects as we learn and expound on these topics and be able to navigate through them and to get victory that Christ has already given unto us. God bless you so much. As I say, my name is Mrs. Apostle Joseph Kavai or Trixie Adala, and I wish you all the best. I pray that this information will help you, and please like and subscribe our YouTube channel for more to come that will be hot and will help every Christian that is struggling with something out there to be able to get the victory that they so desire. Thank you so much, and God bless you abundantly.